Hi, what does marriage mean to you? How much value do you attach to the society? Young persons today have a careless and nonchalant attitude towards everything. Have you wondered why? Wonder no more. Join me, Elizabeth Samsedi, your host on Family and Society Talk Show on Pureheart Family Channel, as we address these pressing matters for a more reliable and dependable society that we all can be proud of. Stay tuned. I want us to talk about the issue of submissiveness. A woman is meant to submit. A lot of people are quick to quote that. A good woman submits. I think it's a kind of controversial with a man. God said a man should love his wife.
Yes.
The same way Christ loved the church and died for it.
There's no controversial about it. It's just a lack of understanding.
Okay.
Bible balanced it.
Okay.
Yes, submission. A man that wants that woman to submit to him must love him. And what does love entails? Love entails care. Love entails the issue of knowing her feelings. You come to a house and your wife is somehow moody. You don't. You see that in marriage or in life of a woman, it's called that silence is a communication.
Right.
Silence speaks louder than even voice. You should be able to understand the silence of your wife that she's speaking. What is the problem? Once in a while you go out.
Wow,
those things you are doing before you marry her, you just stop because she has had Okechukwu and John. Those days that you call her 20 times,
yes,
you stop.
Yes.
No, you'll be opening doors, you enter, you go out, you stopped it. No, continue those things. When you do it, the submission will come. So take it from me. Submission will only come when you love. And for every man there is a king, and for every woman there is a queen. You must bring out that queen in that woman for her to respect you. And how do you do that? By loving her. That is to say that this submission is earned. It's not forced or inflicted.
Right.
No, you earn it. Right. Even when you do what you're supposed to do, the submission will be chasing you away. You see her say, thank you, sir. Thank you. Daddy, have you eaten this? And that is why in Christian perspective, having to ask yourself that when during the solemnization of marriage, a man sits or stands and waits, the father takes the woman.
Yes.
That's why we say Bible. We say before. That's why I usually quote that Genesis 2:24. He said, "For this a man shall live."
Yes.
The woman does not live. What the woman does is to exchange fatherhood. Another father, biological father, is coming.
Yes.
Now you, the father, now I give you this child.
Yes.
Father had you,
right.
And that is why when you father her very well, she can look at your face and call you daddy, and you respond by calling her baby. So you keep on fathering her,
right.
And then when the love comes, submission will come.
Yeah.
You won't refuse to be giving the woman money. Give her money for 1,000 for soup, and you want submission. You from January to December, you have not bought her innerwear, slave the jacket. You want submission. No, that's not what Bible says. No. And when her mood is changing, maybe after making up and all that, other people are saying you are looking beautiful. The husband will just say, even when she will tell you, don't you notice anything? Say, what is that? And her birthday, you wouldn't even recognize birthday, but you will be telling her, I'm buying something for my GO, I'm buying something for my Oga, what? Birthday. And her own birthday just passed. And you forgot. Yes. You say submission. Oga, you're not going to get the submission.
I'm so happy for this clarity.
You won't get it. That's why I say Bible balanced it.
Yeah. How can couples handle a cheating partner?
Cheating partner is a very difficult one.
Yes. How should they deal with cheating partner? You know.
In fact, once somebody have discovered that a partner is cheating, there's people that will say that you don't need to approach him or her. You've discovered one way or the other. In fact, when the change starts, we know. For example, now, why I lock my phone is that nobody will have access to it, but my wife knows
your password,
my password and the pattern. My wife knows that of my password, my email. The same thing I do. Imagine when I would just want to log into the email and it's blocked. There's a problem. Or maybe I'm bathing and my phone is ringing. I'll use that so bad. Stop it! You need no prophet or prophetess to tell you something is happening. You start that time to correct it. What's going on? You'll be able to start before you know the truth will come up. And once the person owns up and say, please forgive, give the person a chance. But oftentimes this question is coming when you must have allowed it, and maybe you are listening to one third party who is a divorcee. Why would somebody who is having a happy marriage be dealing with a divorcee? It's not good.
Or a friend that is not married.
And a friend that is not married. That is why Bible says that light and darkness can never work together. You should be able to arrest it that time, because you know your partner. You have been living. Once that starts, you should be able to know.
Right.
You should be able to know. And once there's also some of his colleagues or her colleagues that you see this one every time it's gone. I just want to know whether oftentimes they befriend you. If you're maybe a pastor of a church, maybe a lawyer, they will befriend your wife, thinking that it's your wife, but it's you that they are looking at. So you have to be very, very careful. So these are the things you have to checkmate those things. So the answer is that when you see a cheating partner, not confrontation, meet the person with love. I don't like that. I have this. Make the person know that you are aware all this while. Let the person put a stop to it. And when the person asks for forgiveness, please give the person a chance. Peace must be the watchword.
Okay. In summary, happy and healthy marriage. How can one acquire a peaceful, happy and healthy marriage?
By being truthful. Being godly, of course, being submissive. When I talk about submission here, not only a woman will submit. When, for example, you are wrong, you say sorry, you are submitted.
Right.
But that does not make you less a man.
True.
Rather, it gives you strength. It gives you some maximum of respect from the wife. It's the ability to understand each other. So when you are truthful, you are also diligent. We didn't talk about that this issue of a man will stay one place and let the woman be struggling, or a woman will stay one place and say, after all, you're not the man of the house. No, it's the only issue of collaboration. There's no competition. It's collaboration. It's the ability, and as much as the man also must take the responsibility, but the woman should be able to help. So understanding is the key. Diligence, truthfulness, and sincerity is the key. With all these things, and also embedded with the grace of God, knowing whom God is, knowing how people started, that God is the ultimate, I can tell you that you have a healthy and perfect marriage, just like mine, and of course like yours. And someone out there should learn from us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Then we can't talk about marriage, but to at least talk about most of the issues that a couple have in a marriage is finances.
Yes. Apart from finances, even the other we have talked about that of cheating. Yes, finances there indeed. Yes. And that's why I said foundation. Bible said if the foundation is faulty, what can the righteous do? When if at this we go, maybe I don't know whether there's any platform or time to advise people who wants to go into marriage.
Yes.
Why will somebody maybe when you want to get married, you see the person, you visited the young man and you'll be looking at you and you're looking at her. At the end of it, she'll just go. No transport, nothing. People have been doing this thing. When you come, you go to ShopRite and buy, and you say, this is my wife, very good, not 1 naira. And when you marry, you want to convert her, clap for yourself. Oftentimes, we see all these signs.
During courtship.
Exactly, during courtship. That is why I'm not against. In fact, I'm a chief advocate of having joint accounts. And of course, when you are working, even before marriage, you'll be able to tell whoever you're marrying, your wife, your payslip. So that if indeed, because when you look at this issue of wealth or wealth creation,
that's if there is trust.
That's what I'm saying. Because first of all, you have to know how to make money, how to manage, and how not to make money. There are many ways how not to make money. You can't make money by money rituals. You can't make money by fraud. You can't make money by embezzlement. Yes. You should know how to make money and how not to make money. Honey, this is my pay slip. 45,000 is what you've been paid. So you should be able to know actually that yes, indeed, and that is why I advocate whatever. Even if you're paying your wife 1 million as a big man a month, make her work. When she works, she will understand the value of money,
right? So
that you will know whether you have a wife or a knife. So it's a collaboration. Yes. And so when you know also that money cannot be sexually transmitted and married a rich person. And that is when that a rich man dies, you see the woman that was it not the wife of somebody else because she doesn't know how to manage it.
On that, let me take you on this. Yes. What would you say to men that wouldn't allow their wives to work?
That is not
true. Like, I have it
all.
I can give, what do you want?
Oftentimes those
Why
men,
would you want to
oftentimes those men, if you ask them, they are not comfortable that their wife is working on meeting people. Let me tell you, working is not all about making money. It's all about meeting people, broadening your horizon. trying to, establish a career. Someone like my wife, even if you give her 2 million not to work, she'll fall sick.
Yeah.
There's these people that they want to, showcase their potentials. For every human being, man or woman, has a potential God has deposited.
True.
And an opportunity must have to be created for that person, that woman, to showcase that potential, and working is one of them. And therefore, when you allow that any man doing that is not the right thing, it then means there's something that you are doing that you don't want others to do to you. Because if indeed you trust your wife, and of course you are giving, that one you are giving to her will be more of a saving to the family. Allow her to work, explore. Let her explore herself and know her capability. And therefore, the issue of money will not be a problem when the couples are transparent to each other. You know what I'm earning. So if I'm earning 45,000, you can't tell me to go and buy you Brazilian hair. It then means you're a thief. You want to go and steal. Right. So there must be trust. So be able to manage it is when there's no sincerity. When maybe I'm telling you I have 100,000 when I'm having 1 million. If you find out, you'll not be happy. So you keep on. So be trust. That's why I say transparency is the key here. Transparency is the key. And when you do those things, you should be able not to be selfish. You open a joint account. What you know is only for you to be withdrawing. Withdrawing won't be depositing. It's only the woman or the man that is depositing. No. That's why I say this is a collaboration. Okay. It's partnership. Right. When you get it right, you get it right.
This is where we draw the curtain for today. I want to thank you so very much. Thank you for finding time to be with us.
Thank you so much.
And our viewers, I want to thank you. Thanks for watching, and hope you've been able to learn something positive from today's topic. Remember, we want to get feedbacks from you by you liking, commenting, and sharing. If you have a story or stories regarding family matters which you want us to share for others to learn from, please don't hesitate. Get across to us on all our social media handles and phone numbers displayed on the screen. My name is Elizabeth Samsedi. See you next time.